it's Melanie, and welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less, where we celebrate, decorate, and enjoy everyday life for less. In today's video, I am going to be doing a huge haul where I'm going to be showcasing the items that I'm going to be using to decorate our front porch for spring/summer. So I like to try to do decor in the springtime that will last all the way throughout the summer months into the fall. And I am so excited to be featuring these items today. I will leave a complete list of everything that I am going to be showcasing down in the description box below, as well as in the first pinned comment. The color scheme that I'm going with is blue and yellow, and here is my inspiration for what I wanted my front doors to look like. We do have double doors, and so I'm super duper excited to try this out. I am not a wreath expert, but I definitely wanted to get more into the wreath making. I've been seeing a lot of creators that have definitely inspired me, and so I have partnered with a local wholesaler here. They sell a lot of beautiful flowers, home decor, seasonal decor, and so much more. And so with TMI Gifts, they are just incredible. They offer very high quality products. They are located in Mississippi, but they ship worldwide. So no worries there. So without any further delay, let's hop right in. Okay, so I showed you guys the inspirational photo, and they pulled some items that were from the photo that I sent. And I wanted to share it. Like, look at the florals, y'all. Look at the quality of these stems. Very high quality stems. Here are some of the, and forgive me if I don't know all the names of the flowers, but these are so beautiful. And they're tulips and viburnum sprays. If I mispronounce that, you guys let me know in the chat. I know you will. The next item that I'm going to be showcasing are these beautiful white peonies. OMG, aren't those gorgeous? And when I saw these, I instantly fell in love. And these are they are blueberry branches or bushes. Look at those. Oh my gosh. And these are all from TMI. Aren't those gorgeous, you guys? So realistic. And I am just so excited to work with them. I also have some blue hydrangeas. A couple of bunches of those. And some greenery. This is like a fern. Yep, it's a leatherleaf fern bush. And that is absolutely beautiful. And she also included these lemon pieces that I want to put on the wreath. So cute. I love lemons. You guys know, I think I did a tablescape a while back with lemons, and I absolutely love lemons. And I thought with the brown brick on our front porch, I thought the lemons would really, really mesh very well with the blue and the lemons would mesh well. And here are some more greenery bushes. And of course you would, kind of spread these out to add those picks in. Aren't those beautiful? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we're going to get into the ribbon next, but I'm going to be using these white teardrop wreaths to get started to make the wreaths for my front door. So, and they are pretty good size. I want to say maybe 24 inches. So, of course, we're gonna get into all that in just a moment. I also have, ooh, look at these lemon bushes. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, the leaves are very high quality. They are like a real touch. I just think that looks so good. That wraps up all of the actual picks and pieces that we will be using in the wreath. Next up, I want to go over the ribbon. You guys, this is such gorgeous ribbon. There is some foiled mesh that we have in the blue. And also, this is more like a deco mesh, or it's a fine weave deco mesh in yellow that we will be using. And oh my gosh, this ribbon is stunning. And it's the blue, and let me take this so you can really see the beauty of the ribbon. And it's double-sided. So check this out. It's blue and yellow, and then on the other side it's just plain yellow with blue. But is that not gorgeous? And then there's also the green woven ribbon. And the yellow, and it's also a woven ribbon, and the blue. And this is a blue velvet. This would be beautiful in a Christmas tree as well. And then we have the blue and lemon ribbon, as well as this larger green ribbon. That concludes all of the ribbon. They also sent over these trees that I thought were awesome. They are also UV protected, meaning that they will last in the sun, which I really love. And I'm just going to sit these inside of some planters, and I think they're going to look really good on either side, flanking either side of our front doors. Last but certainly not least, they also sent me what they called a bundle bag. And the bundle bags are purchased during their live app sales. So I will link their app down below so that you all can check it out. And I'm super excited to see what's inside of my bundle bag. The retail price of this is $34, but during the live app sale, you can get it for $15. And so I have a bundle greenery in my bundle. I have some, ooh, these feel so real. Flowers in my bundle. It's a limonium bush, 14 inches. Another bunch of greenery in my bundle, and another type of greenery. So I'm hoping to be able to incorporate that into either my design or tablescape or something as well. So I will leave the information for the bundle bag down below. Of course, I had to have some pillows to go inside of my chairs on the front porch. I picked out 2 different styles. Not sure which one I'm gonna like the most. I got these at Ross, but these are outdoor pillows, and this one just, I don't know, it looks like a lemon. They're like a lemon shape. And then I picked up these because they had the brown piping ribbon around it. And they also had in a little pop of pink. And so I got these at Ross, and they're double-sided. They're yellow on the other side. So we'll see which one works the best on the porch once we get everything decorated. But in the meantime, you guys can vote down below. Would you prefer me use the pillow with a pop of pink or just the regular lemon pillow? Vote down below to let me know which one you prefer. Okay, so let's get started on the wreath swags. Again, I'm starting with the white swags. I want to say they're 24 to 26 inches. The first thing that I'm going to do is start with fluffing both of them, and then I'm going to add in the deco mesh and anchor in the lemon before I start the design process. But before we go any further, let me just make a quick disclaimer to say that I have never done one of these wreaths in my life, not this style. And so I am just going to use the same techniques that I typically use when I'm designing maybe a Christmas wreath. So that's the process that I'm going to take. And it's also been years since I've worked with deco mesh. but I want to be able to use it as a base to cover up a lot of the white so that I won't have to use as many florals. So I'm just going to take the deco mesh through at an angle, and on the opposite side, I'm just going to mirror whatever I'm doing on the left hand side on the right hand side, because we do have double doors and I want the two wreaths to mirror each other. So with that being said, I'm going to now speed up the process and allow you guys to watch me create this with a little music for your listening pleasure. Now I'm going to anchor in the lemon to the wreath, and I'm using floral wire in order to make that happen. And also, I want to be able to secure it in because it gets really windy here in April. And so all I'm going to do is just go through the back of the actual lemon, slide the wire through, and then I'm going to anchor it into the actual wreath. So let's get started. Now that I have our lemons and deco mesh in place, the next thing that I am going to do is add in the greenery. And this, remember, we got this big bush and I'm just using my floral wire cutters in order to cut the stems off individually. And then I'm going to place those inside of the wreath. And so I just want to make sure that you guys understand that process, and having good wire cutters is definitely a must-have. So I'm going to start at the top, and then I'm going to work myself around the sides, going, top in the front, and then I'm going to go deeper in the back, and then front, back, just kind of giving it depth as we go along. Now that the greenery is in place, I'm just going to start layering it with the other different types of greenery and then adding in the hydrangeas. So for the hydrangeas, I'm going to start again at the top, the middle, and then at the bottom. And then I'm going to also put one in the back side of the top just to give it a little bit more dimension. I don't want to use a lot of hydrangeas, so I'm just using 4 on each side, simply because I don't want it to seem just really compact. And so next up, I'm going in with the tulips. I absolutely love adding in the pops of yellow. I'll use a little bit more of the tulip flowers because they are not as massive as the hydrangeas are, and because of the size of the hydrangeas, you only need about 4. But with the tulips, I'm putting about I would say about 12 in each side. And then I'm going in with I think this was the delphinium, maybe. I'm going in with that as well, and some more greenery to add down at the bottom. I'm just wanting to cover up more of the white wreath that is underneath. I don't want that to show as much, and I don't want the blue mesh, deco mesh, to show as much. So whatever I do on the right hand side, I duplicated on the opposite side. And in terms of the greenery, I added in 2 of the fern bushes and just the different types of greenery. I just went in and added them in to fill the entire wreath in. So after I add in the tulips to both wreaths, I'm just going to step back to see if I like the shape that I am creating with it, and we're going to go from there. Now we are ready to add in more of our yellow tulips. I really want yellow to be my primary color, and I want to add in pops of blue and hints of lavender just to give it texture and interest. I think it just makes the wreath overall just look better. And I'm also adding in the lemon branches now. I love to cut it down to make it look a little bit more airy and not as bushy. And so that is, if I could offer any tip, that would be to cut down your florals and your bushes so that you can spread them out throughout your arrangement. It really gives it a nice touch. Now, with that being said, with the blueberry bush, I'm actually going to leave it intact because I love the airiness of it. So I'm adding a piece at the top and a piece at the bottom, and I put 2 of them on each one. The next thing I wanted to add was, like, I was looking to see if I wanted to add the white florals, and when I put them in, to me it just looked just too much, and so I removed them, and I'm going to actually use them in an arrangement. And if you guys would like to see that floral arrangement for the front porch in a tutorial, let me know in the comments below, and I will be sure to share that with you all as well. So I'm adding in the lemon branches. They are just phenomenal in this centerpiece. And then, as you can see, I'm not going to cut the blueberries. I'm adding the entire branch in the top, and then for the airiness and height, and then I'm going to do the same thing in the bottom. I absolutely love the way that this turned out. I step back and I kind of evaluate where I am and what looks right to my eye. And just know that these are silk flowers. Don't be afraid to try new things. You can always remove and replace. And that's one of the things I had to continue to remind myself as I put these 2 beautiful floral arrangements together. Now we are ready for the ribbon. I am in love with this particular ribbon. It is so beautiful. I hauled it in the beginning of this video, and to put it inside of the wreath, all I'm going to do is loop it on each side, pinch it in the middle, and then I'm using the actual stem of the wreath to wrap it around. And there is the finished look. So that wraps up this portion of the video, and I will see you guys at the next one.